Hey everyone, this is day one of what I am calling JAMuary. I'm going to spread that word across the screen here. Basically, for every day in January, I am going to make a new beat, tune. I don't know. I'm going to do some sort of musical experiment. Part of this was inspired by a channel that I found called Field Notes by Kai, where he is doing this basically every single day for the entire year, I believe. And it's just been really fun to watch. So this is kind of inspired by that. But I'm just going to do it for January because I cannot commit to a whole entire year of doing it. But we're just gonna see what we can come up with in the next 10 minutes. We're just going to do a 10-minute jam and see what comes out. So I've already made a new set. This is the Ableton Push. I will explain another time why I use the Ableton... sorry, this is the Ableton Move. I will explain another time why I use the Ableton Move and how it works in my workflow. But I think that I've got everything set up on a new set. And we're ready to go. So for those of you who don't know, the Ableton Move, when you create a new set, it just gives you 4 random presets on 4 tracks. It gives you a drum kit, a bass, a lead, and then like a chord or arpeggio kind of thing. So you can just jump in straight away. What I might do, because it's day one, is force myself to make some sort of a tune with the exact random thing that it gave me. So just to prove to you that it is completely random, I will create a new set from scratch. So set overview, right. So what I'm going to do is, I just choose a blank set. So I'm going to choose this one. Now, empty set, as you can see. And then I'm going to go onto the set. So it's now set 10, as you can see here. And we're going to see what it is giving us. So this is the drum kit. Damn. I don't like it. I don't like it, but it is what it is. So let's see what bass line we've got. Okay, the bass line will kind of fit in with the drums, so I don't mind that too much. The pad is this. That's going to be difficult. And then the lead that it's given us is... Okay, I've committed now. It is what it is. Let's figure it out. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's play with the bass. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Damn, this is another way I wanted to start this. All right. It's currently giving us a G minor. So let's go to E. Let's stay in minor and see what we can do. Wow, okay. Okay, no, I am going to start with drums. So let's see what we got. I mean, there's no kick drum. That's the problem now I'm having. It sounds like the drums from Africa by Toto. Okay, so that's going to be a start that we're going to have. So let's do that. That beat sound, that tempo sounds pretty good. So let's okay, so let's do that. So for those of you who aren't familiar, this little button here, the Ableton Move constantly records MIDI in the background as you're playing it, and as soon as you hit that button, the last, like, whatever, 20 bars of what you played will just be made into a new clip. So at any point, if you play something, so if I just do, and then press that, that's just turned it into a new clip. Obviously I don't want to do that, so let's undo that one, and go back to the original clip that I did play, which I think it's actually deleted. So let's go back to that again. So, okay, I did it at 84, so that's all good. Okay, let's see what we can. Okay, so I think we've got something. This is going to be so bad, but we're going to figure it out. This is part of the challenge. Okay, so this is definitely spacey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean into the two spacey... Let's stop that. I'm going to lean into the two spacey sounds that we have. Then I'll probably go back to the drums, and I'm going to put like a bit crusher effect or something on it to make it sound more sci-fi and spacey and synthy. So that's my plan so far. So let's see what we can do here. So I think this needs some sort of arpeggio or... Okay, I kind of like that, so I just made that into a new clip. Problem is it's recorded all the other crap beforehand, so I actually may not do that. So maybe? Yeah, okay, so let's... Okay, I kind of like that. That kind of came out okay, so... That's the only thing, is that note. Oh shit, undo. So there's a way to select... If I hold it? So it's showing me that I did that. So I'm gonna increase the note length to 2. Let's see what. Okay, so it's the second note that I'm thinking of. So this note here. I don't know whether I did that. I may have fucked this up. Okay, I don't know enough about the move to be able to fix that fully. So I'm going to leave it as it is so I don't screw it up more, because I kind of like that. So now we've got that. Okay, so I think we got the basics. And then I'm going to tweak the sound for sure. How do I mute the other sounds? Okay. Oh, there's a lot of things to edit here. Okay, so I think we got an intro at least. Oh shit. Oh. I kind of like that. Okay, so we're getting somewhere, I think. Now let's try. Oops. Let's go back to this monstrosity. Okay, so I can't, I can't change the main kit. That is the rule that I made for myself for some reason. So I can change the effects. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the saturator to Redux. Bit too much. Woo! Okay, no. I kind of like this dirt and grit, but it's just a little bit too much. Okay, I like that. Okay, I think that's a happy medium. Actually, hold on. Okay, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to change the length of the samples. So, for example, this to K. Okay, now this conga. Okay, and then this conga. Yeah. Okay, this sounds a little bit more sci-fi-ish. Okay, this sounds like a Casio kind of keyboard, I guess, like a metronome on a Casio keyboard, so I like that, so I'm going to do that. Okay, I like that. I'm just going to add in like one more here. Maybe. Okay. Then I think I'm going to change the reverb to like a delay. Let's see how it sounds with everything else. I've been doing this in isolation, so this may sound like absolute trash. Okay. Okay, so I think we still need a bass drum. Oh man, I made this so complicated. So let's see. Let's transpose this. And then we'll shorten this. Oh, there's other effects that we can do. Okay. Okay, maybe we can get this sounding like a bass drum. Let's get it at, okay, 180. But we need this to be like, does that sound like a bass drum? Maybe? One thing I need to do is I need to take the, what's this? Oh no. Is I need to take the send from pad 1 down. Yeah, okay. So you've got a bass drum, kinda. How do I... Oh, I do that. Okay, there you go. Okay, now we need a snare. I guess it's this. Ugh. I need to do that noise again, that noise playback effect on it. Okay. Yeah. Hey! I have almost got a bass and a snare made from congas. Now this is sounding a little bit crappy, but I like that snare. Okay, how do we change this, okay, maybe... Maybe the noise shouldn't be on this. Oh shit, have I been doing the wrong... No, it's the right one. Yeah, okay, cool, I like that. That has some delay on it. Where do I change the delay send on this? I think I do it here, right? There we go. Delay send. Pad 2 down. Okay, I think we can just lengthen this sample, the kick. I think we can lengthen it a little bit. Maybe what I need to change is the... Okay, cool. We got a kick and a snare. So let's... Okay, I like that. Let's try that. Okay, now we're going to add the bass somehow. Oh, I muted it, that's why. So the bass line is going to have some repeat rate. Let's try this. The bass line needs to have some saturation on it or something. Let's figure out how to do that. Somewhere, delay, saturate. Yes, please. Okay, let's try gritty bass preset. There you go. Yeah, that's better. Then we need to hard curve. Let's add the drive. Woo, too much. Okay, that sounds good. Last thing is I am not going to do the beat repeats. I am going to do it as an arpeggio. Up. Yeah, okay, let's try that. It's still sounding a bit hollow, but I guess we're short on time. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up because this is still day one, and I want to just get this up and out and done. So let's just. All right, this is it. Oops, no, screw that up. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I think we got something. So then what we're going to do is we are going to make the most basic... Ooh. Oh, do you know what it did with the old drum beat? It put it here. Okay, so that solved that issue, is that the old drum beat that I did, where I was like, oh my god, where did it go? It actually kept it there, but it just created a new clip for the new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that to there, that to there, that to there. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to delete that and then that. So the very first, yeah, okay. the very first one, that is the intro now. There we go. Oh shit. Okay, that's fine. I think we create one last like ultimate drum beat with a lot of extra stuff in it. Just one more. So let's see if I can just do new clip. Oh damn. Damn. I wanted to. Okay, let's just try to do one more drum kit clip. Damn. Doing some little fill bits. Okay. What's that sound? I'm just trying to make this more interesting. Let's try that. I think we got there. I think we got something. That was a random track. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I think I'm gonna call this JAMuary Day 1 Sci-Fi from Congas. That is what this is gonna be called. So I'm gonna leave you on this play out, guys. Thank you for joining me. Let's hope JAMuary Day 2 is a little bit easier because this was tough. Thank you for joining, and I will speak to you very soon.